All right, let me get started with these fire signs. Just try and be in and out. The day is getting busy. The afternoon is going by fast. So we are still doing the cards for the week. This is the last one. This is for the fire signs. So all of the fire signs, if you are a Sagittarius like myself, an Aries or a Leo, this video is for you. Come on in and get your read. Remember, these readings are not anything that's set in stone. It's based on energy that's available in the atmosphere, basically, that comes down from the planets and affects us the same way it's affecting everything around. So I just pick up on that with the card. So we people, us moving trees, can utilize the energy to do what we have to do. All right. If you need a deeper reading, you can always book me. You can book a reading by going to the Tea and Tarot Lounge and using the calendar. Every week I'm going to be setting my availability and changing it throughout the day according to my availability. So you guys will be able to catch me because I'm getting too busy and it's hard on me and you. You want a reading now and you call me now, like, I have a life. I might not be busy. I mean, I might be busy when you want the reading, so it's okay. Reserve the spot, reserve the right to, we're going to get on the phone, reserve that time, set it aside, reserve the time. It's worth it. It's definitely worth it. All right. So let's get into this for the Sagittariuses. What can the Sagittarius expect this week? What can the Sagittarius look forward to? What do they need to avoid, and how to harness the energy? How will they harness the energy? How to harness it? Let's see. This is for the Sagittarius sun. If you have Sagittarius in your moon, or Leo or Aries in your moon, your sun, moon, rising, your Venus, your Mercury, or your Mars, you can apply this reading to those areas. Of course, everything isn't for everybody, so if it don't apply, let it fly. Simple as that. No harm, no foul. So here we go. Interesting. The first card up is this. This is the Two of Wands. This is expressing the power of potential to make things happen. Of course, Wands is also a fire sign. Wands is a sign of fire that symbolizes fire, which is movement. This is movement, transformation. This is something new trying to come through to your world, guys. This is some good stuff, right? This is good stuff. But we have to be watchful. We got to keep a watchful eye out for, any lurking dangers, but definitely some gifts from heaven. Some gifts are coming through this week, guys. So be happy about that. Maybe it's some new energy to make some moves. Maybe it's a new connection, something like that. The next card, this is what's to be avoided. This is the Knight of Wands reverse. The Knight of Wands reverse is a mover and a shaker, right? Because that's what a Sagittarius is. A Leo, Aries, we are people who are very energetic. We're going to move about. We're going to talk. We're going to be outside, right? Don't be outside with any and everybody. Don't be outside on a negative vibration. That's not going to work out in our favor, fire signs. Make sure you are mindful about who it is you are in connection with. Make sure you are being mindful about who it is you are rubbing elbows with, making moves with, making plans with. You want to be aware of yourself and of your surroundings. Make sure you're not entertaining snakes and snitches and flies and stuff like that. People real funny. So you want to avoid bad company. Okay? This is how you're going to harness the energy. Now, this might seem a little crazy because sometimes when this card comes up reverse, it's telling us to like this is the Magician card, and the Magician reverse is when we're manifesting things that are negative, things that aren't good, things that may not be the best for us, but this card actually fell in how to harness the energy. So in order to harness the energy of this something that's coming in, this brand new something, you want to you cut some people off. You want to shut some stuff down. You want to move it away that may not make things look very pretty. But you know it has to be done. It's a necessary thing. It's a necessary evil. So sometimes that has to be done in order to make an omelet. You gotta break some eggs. The person who breaks their eggs is the bad guy. It's breaking eggs, for crying out loud. Why would you do that? We're doing that because transformation has to take place. Transformation has to happen. So this could be as simple as just manifesting being by yourself, manifesting making time. And that might mean, you know, creating a situation that only works for you. You don't want to talk to certain people, don't. You don't want to be around certain people, don't. Okay? Just be aware that it may create a situation that might not feel that comfortable. And that's how you deal with it, because it's very rare that you have labor, that you have a delivery of something without there being any pain and labor during the deliberation of it. So it's okay. We'll be all right. We'll survive. We'll be all right. Change, you don't have to worry about that. All right. So now I'm going to actually start with Sagittarius to go into the individual reads for the signs. Can't believe 20 minutes already went by. So let's hurry up and get this going. Okay, here we go. What energy to look forward to this week? We have the Three of Wands reversed. Now this is like when you see a ship coming in, you see your stuff coming in, but somebody else see it coming into it. They get to it before you do. Something might not pan out the way you wanted to, the way you planned it to, and you can see you see your prize right there. It's so close you could touch it. It's right there. But somebody is watching it too. Somebody is watching it too. And you know when mom is in labor, right? When mom is in labor, when she's having a baby, there's danger all around, but mom can only focus on getting that baby out. So sometimes mom needs to have somebody with her. She needs to have some company with her to keep an eye out, to pay attention to the things that she cannot. Back in the day, our ancestors and the older people, a lot of times the women were in the house together dealing with the delivery of the baby, and the men was outside. The men sat at the door. That father sat at the door. He wasn't letting nobody come in that house and disturb the mood and the vibration in that home for nothing, because his baby was being born in there. Somebody was watching. So this is what has to happen, guys. You have something that's in the works, Sagittarius, something that's in the works, and you have to protect it. You have to protect it. You have to be watchful, and you have to protect it. Somebody else is watching it too. They watching you come up, and they want some of that bread you over there baking. Don't let them get it. This is what you want to avoid. This is the Queen of Swords reverse. The Queen of Swords reverse is not receptive to any logic. She's not receptive to any reasoning. She's upset. She's in her whole witch bag. She could care less. That's the energy we want to avoid, Sagittarius. We want to avoid that energy this week. We want to remain receptive to reasoning, remain receptive to sound logic, remain receptive to information, period, before we make a decision or make any moves. Okay, you don't want to move too rash. Now, how do we harness that? How do we protect this new thing that's trying to come through? How do we protect that, right? And keep our mouths in order. That's basically what this is saying, Sagittarius. Okay, because we get to talking and whatever. Look, listen. Watch your mouth. Watch your movements. But how do we do that? Because if we see something, right? 9 times out of 10, if a Sagittarius sees something going on, we're going to say something. We're not going to say nothing this week, Sagittarius. We just going to dance on the dark side. This is the card that came up. We're going to dance on the dark side. And it's okay. It's okay. Because you got to do what you got to do to get your things through. This is the card. This is the devil reverse. Now, when the card is like this, a person that's not really aware of their vices. They may have some awareness, but they definitely have no control. Now, when the card is like this is when it's like, okay, I know I'm getting ready to chip off. And you plan your chip off. You plan it. You plan to let loose. Peace. What's going on, brother? Everybody has a dark side and a light side. And a lot of times people like to be on this whole thing of they only want to be good all the time, right? Let me tell y'all now, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. I saw a post earlier and it said that Sagittariuses are Lucifer. It was like naming the angels and the devils out of the zodiac, and we came up as Satan. And you know what? As we mature, we absolutely be rocking with a certain type of energy because we accept ourselves. We accept the bad side. Exactly. The duality, the yin and yang, can't have one without the other. Exactly. You can't see how bright I am. You can't see how illuminating I am if you're always seeing my light. If you always only see outside when the sun is out, you have no idea what it looks like 2 o'clock in the morning. You have no idea how dark the place can get. Sometimes you got to get cool with your dark side so you can know when to put it to work. And this week, Sagittarius, instead of opening up our mouths and possibly messing up that thing that's trying to come through, make a move, baby. Make a move. Be aware of your vices. Be aware of what you are and who you are and execute accordingly. That's it. That's it. Oh shoot, I missed some of it. Was this for the reading I sent the cash app? I gotta go back and start again. No. You didn't miss yet. You didn't miss yet. That was you who sent me that? Ah, thank you. You a fire sign? Because that's what I'm doing right now. A fire sign. That was just Sagittarius. Sagittariuses, do not be afraid to be your callous, cold, wild, unapologetic, ferocious self this week if you have to be. If you have to be. You a Sag? Okay. So don't be afraid, sis. But I got your personal reading coming up right now, matter of fact. All right? So look, y'all. We know how we are. We know what we do. We know how we give it up. And if this week, that's what has to be done in order to get things to manifest and to have the fruition so your ship could come in, I see no wrong. You don't see lions walking around apologizing. It's 3 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock in the Pride Lands, and it's lunchtime. You see the lions apologizing. They come outside and they roar one time, and whoever didn't run, whoever didn't make it back home is lunch. That's it. They're not apologizing for that. They're not asking that side. The little gazelle or the Obi, whatever he just caught, they ain't walking around crying victim either. So guess what? Whoever got business with Sagittarius this week, y'all better be okay with whatever happens because we really not going to care. If we have to come out our niceness and resolve to other methods to make sure things go correctly, we're going to do that, and we're not going to feel bad about it either. So please, proceed with caution. Don't be trying to take our stuff. Don't be trying to get in our way and then cry victim when we with the shits and we absolutely Hulk smash your life. Don't be upset with us, okay? Don't come telling us what we ain't supposed to do. We are supposed to do exactly what was done. So just, go with God. Go with God, y'all. Go with God. All right, sis, this is for you. For Natasha, what can she expect this week? What can she expect this week? What kind of energy should she avoid? And how can she harness the energy that is going to be available to her highest good? What can she do that's going to make everything work out for her highest good? Again, what kind of energy should she be expecting this week? And how to harness it? What to avoid? Let's see, sis. Let's see. Let's see. All right, this week, sis, we have the Knight of Pentacles, right? So this week, expect things to be moving kind of slow. Expect your events to come in and try to take you left, try to take you off your beaten path. Whatever your plans was, whatever the bigger picture is, this week is going to want to take a little detour and go off in another direction, all right? Usually when that happens, it's not good because your resources are going to be overspent. Your energy is going to be overspent, and you got to get to where you're going. You have another bigger thing in mind, and that has to be the focus. So just be prepared to be faced with some sort of events, some sort of circumstances that's going to come up that's going to try and take you off your beaten path. Just be mindful. Sometimes life does actually do that. It could take us off track. Just remember that you have a bigger picture, you have another plan to work on so you could get yourself back in place. What to avoid? Avoid being the hermit. Avoid being the hermit. I could feel the challenge already. Because between that last reading for just Sagittarius, right? And now with this hermit card coming up and this coming up, Natasha, definitely you want to have yourself in a state of mind where you're going to be receptive, where you're going to be detached on an emotional level from certain things going on around you, so you could approach things with a from a non-biased position. You want to be able to approach things without your feelings affecting a decision. You got to be able to see things with a bit of clarity in order to make the proper decision. So this week, definitely, with everything that was already said, and with these two cards alone coming up, because the hermit is not a bad guy. The hermit not bad. The hermit not bad. He not bad at all. But the hermit is selective. He wants to be with himself sometimes. Like all the good medicine I give y'all, I gotta go away and give it to myself now. But this week might actually need you to not put you to the side, but maybe focus on something else first. Maybe give a little more of your personal time to another situation that might be coming up. That's the best that I can put it, is that you're going to have to give of your personal space and your personal time a little bit, but you can't completely indulge and engage. Maybe whatever the situation is, when things like this come up, you quickly say, okay, let me head out. And that's what you do. You go be by yourself somewhere, you just detach. But this situation may actually require you to still remain available to people. Even if you do remove yourself physically, still remain open and available, okay? And that's actually what the next and last card is. This is the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups that's new feelings, that's new emotions, that's new love, that's something new coming in, a new vibration, something that's good. It's good. It's going to be good, but you want to be open to it. You got to be open to it. So while things are trying to take you off your beaten path, and it may make you want to go somewhere, be by yourself, like, I don't need this in my life, stay put and be receptive. Sometimes there's lessons in there. There's connections. There's new people that we're supposed to meet. There's all kinds of things that can happen when we just be still, So I hope that Does you good, Natasha. I hope that helps, and it does you good, and it empowers you, and it helps you to get you where you're going. All right. Now for the Leos. Now for the Leos. Now for the Leos. Let's see. What can Leos expect this week? What can they look forward to as far as the energy? What should they avoid? And how to harness it? How should they harness this energy? Yeah, just give yourself a few minutes to sit back. You're very welcome. Here we go, Leo. This is for the Leo. Okay, Leos, here we go. The first card up is the reverse King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles, right? Now, this could be for some of you that are in school, maybe a job, you have a particular supervisor or someone who may be somewhat over you. They may plan on giving you a time this week. They may plan on giving you a hard time. I'm also picking up on people who take care of maybe their elderly parents or older family member. They get ready to try to walk the dog on you this week. So you want to be mindful and careful that not for nothing, this character, this person, be it male or female, they're supposed to be of some mature age, but they may not be. They may just think they're grown, and they're not really all the way grown for real. But there's some hidden insecurities. This is somebody who don't feel good within themselves. They're not happy. They don't feel them not feeling that good within themselves. The uses their position at the job, their money, their popularity, their influence. They're using other things to push and bully people around. That's how they're, convincing themselves that they're enough. So you don't have to, just be aware and be prepared for whoever this person is to have an episode. And when they have their episode, go somewhere else with it. Don't take it personal. Don't feed into this energy right here. And if this happens to be you, or if you happen to be the reverse king, right? You got to know yourself. Make sure you don't look. Life happens. Allow it, but what's not cool is when you take that out on other people. Just because the universe will wrap that little gift up and will send it right back to you, and you'll get it in ways that you really wasn't expecting and wasn't looking for. So it pays to not be that disgruntled person who bullies and uses their authority to bully people or pick on others. What to avoid? Avoid an overactive imagination. Avoid being sneaky. Avoid secrets. Avoid being secretive. Okay? Avoid prying and praying and snooping. Even if you feel like you know something, even if you feel like you just need to get the proof, leave it alone this week. Leave it alone. Because a lot of things, yes, I did, from a different page with the pink picture around it. Yes, I did. That's me. Yay! I gotta replace this profile that I'm on right now. I've outgrown this profile, and I gotta have something different now. All right. Sounds like my son coming upstairs. Yep. Hi, baby. Okay, so here we go, guys. Avoid an overactive imagination. Avoid using your imagination, maybe, period. Some of you, this is for the Leos. Some of you, your imagination start running and they carry you and they going where they want to go. You have no control. You just let your negativity or positivity, whatever it is that you're imagining, you can make that thing or let that thing just run off with you. So this is not the time for that, especially if there's this going on. You want to avoid an overactive imagination. An overactive imagination will tell you some bullshit. Okay, will tell you some stuff that's not even real, have you upset and feeling and lowering your own vibrations for no reason. All right. How do you harness the energy to use it in a positive way? When you come across this person right here who has the authority, they have the influence and everything over you, and your imagination, it might be just doing what it want, right? Have a lot of its own. You can't tell you negative. You absolutely can tell yourself what to think. Yes, you can, and this is how you do it. Little distractions sometimes don't hurt. Change the subject, flip the channel, go somewhere else. If at the beginning of the week you were supposed to be doing one thing, you run into this guy right here, this boss, say, you know what? Let me go put in a little transfer to go to another site for the rest of the week, so he could be on one without me being here with him. You know, find a way to take yourself away from situations that are gonna have you not having good experiences. All right, Leo. Now for the next and last one. Not a problem, sis. I'll resend it. Now for this next and last one, I am going to Aries, right? I almost forgot. All right, so Aries, the baby of the zodiac. All right, so here we go, here we go. What can Aries expect this week? What can they look forward to? And how to harness the energy moving forward. How to harness everything moving forward. Let's see. For Aries. Remember, guys, if you have Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, and your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus, Mercury, or Mars, you can take what I'm saying and go over your chart and apply it to that area of your life. Just fit it in there. And if it don't apply at all, then fine. It don't apply at all. Don't apply, let it fly. All right? All right, so here we go. Aries, you guys have some conflict coming up. Some conflict in your scheduling, some conflict in what you plan to do, some conflict in maybe just some regular conflict. Maybe you home and you live with people that you don't necessarily get along with. Whatever the case is, your movements are going to be conflicted. You got some opposition coming this week, okay? All right, Aries, you got some opposition coming. Jesus. The next card, what to avoid, is this Two of Swords right here. Avoid making too fast of a decision. Sometimes people can make decisions too fast. You got conflict going on. The emotions be all over the place. The feelings be raging. You understand? So you want to move fast, and that's what Aries does. Aries don't think sometimes. They just put their head down and they just run into stuff. They're not even really looking. All they know is they got to go and they feet moving. That's it. Don't do that. Don't do that this week. You want to avoid that. You want to avoid crashing head first into or anyone, okay? Now, how do we harness the energy of everything? Conflict and energy is energy nonetheless. And it's pretty transformative too, not for nothing. All right? So if you can harness that, it's going to take you to go into your prayer closet, do some meditating, do some sitting still, and do some contemplating, okay, Aries? You want to take the time out. This is the Four of Swords. You see where he going up? He going up to what the old people call the upper room. He going to the upper room to go consort with his spirit guides, okay? So that's what you would need to do too, Aries. Got some conflicting things going on. You feel like you should, but the situation says you shouldn't. Or maybe you feel like you should, but the situation says you should. However, it's going and working out. You still want to keep a little still. You don't want to make a decision this week. You don't want to make too fast of a decision. All right. So that's everything for the week. I hope it does everyone justice. Don't forget to like this page, subscribe, share, and send me stars. I think Stars is having a sale like this whole month where the stars are going to be cheaper. I will put the link up for that so you guys can get some stars and help me support my page. This is like my ministry. This is what I do. I can't even like live with everybody else. I have to live by the spirit, literally. So help me out, y'all. They got me doing this, so that means they got some of y'all ready to support. Go ahead, I'm here for it. Okay, I'm here for y'all. I see y'all later because I got some more things that I want to talk about today. It's Monday. I'm gonna see if I can get some stuff out the way, some lives out of the way, some videos done. All right. So I love you all. Take care.